In the role of an Aboriginal mental health clinician, I believe that we bring a unique set of skills to the mental health workforce. In terms of Aboriginal people who present to our services, there's often some cultural reasons why there might need to be an involvement of an Aboriginal mental health clinician, but also in clinical capacities. Often when people are presenting with mental illness, it can be difficult to define. You know, in the instance of somebody with hallucinations, it could be that the person is presenting with, you know, a psychotic illness, but there might also be some cultural issues around if there's been significant loss for that person. They could be experiencing cultural phenomena where they're actually either hearing or speaking or seeing their deceased family member or relative. In that instance, it might be the case that an Aboriginal mental health clinician would be integral in terms of determining for the clinical setting as to whether that was part of their illness or whether it was something that was happening at a cultural level for that person. So I believe that, yeah, that's one of the, I guess, unique examples of where we bring that skill set to the mental health workplace. I guess the other thing to think about is that as Aboriginal people, we have that lived experience of being a part of our communities, having, you know, been there when, you know, the trauma, loss and those things have happened. It's not uncommon for, you know, for people to experience grief and loss at a very young age and then have, you know, high numbers of people that they lose throughout their lives. There's the personal side to the grief, loss and trauma, but there's also the I guess the historical side to that, the trauma and grief and loss that's happened throughout history to Aboriginal people as a community. It's caused things like loss of identity, particularly cultural identity, you know, who you are, where you're from, how you fit within your community or society. So that's had, you know, significant issues. So we also, I guess, have that a very close connection to what's happened for people, and as Aboriginal people share that, I guess, grief, loss and trauma with our communities.